This is by far the craziest side Easter egg in Zombies history because of the massive story implications it has. It starts with Richtofen finding his Ritterkreuz, which is one of the highest military decorations you could be awarded in Nazi Germany. Richtofen is then teleported to a mysterious corridor that looks quite similar to Citadel des Morts, which incidentally is where he ended up leading to the death of his own father, if you remember. Anyway, in the corridor, we learn that Richtofen was chosen by the Führer to lead Uranverein, which translated means the Uranium Club. That was the nuclear energy and research program of the Germans during the war. The problem was America was ahead of Germany. The Manhattan Project was fully underway, and the Americans struck one of the German heavy water plants, which set back their nuclear program by a massive amount. This meant that Richtofen was worried that he would fail the Führer's request to reach nuclear energy first, and so he met with von List, an occultist. Now, we've met Wolfram von List in the past, and it's been a man, but in this universe, it's Wolfrun von List, and it's a woman, and Richtofen does a deal with Wolfrun and kind of uses her as a proxy to talk to Kortifex the Deathless. Kortifex wants 450 human souls, human lives, human bodies in exchange for a block of 115, and Richtofen says, yeah, this is no big deal, and he agrees to exchange these human lives for the 115 block. However, he makes perhaps a foolish mistake in his quest for this power, and that's that he lets Kortifex into his head without putting up any kind of spiritual or occult barriers, and that means that Kortifex is essentially let into his universe with free reign and can act with Richtofen as his kind of puppet. And this is where the story gets really insane, because we then find out that in this universe, Richtofen used this massive block of 115 to nuke New York. 7 million people die at his hand, and Germany wins the war. And the most unbelievable part of this whole thing is that at the end of it all, Richtofen says this:
I regret nothing I have done.
What? If you want a deeper dive breakdown into the story implications here, make sure you're following me so you don't miss future videos.